you will belong to the people of Biafra, that you are taking to bribe Biafrans again. These are the sense of a fearful people who don't know their left from their right. Person will come and steal your property, take your property again to bribe you. Person will slap you, finish, collect your property from their hand, and take your property, bribe you again, say, let us do settlement out of court. Settlement out of court. Just like exactly what Nigeria is doing now to Biafra leaders. Okay, come and have for you well. Have this money. Let us not to go to United Nations. Let us not to talk of restoration of Biafra. What do you think that he cannot reject? He's a politician in Finland. I think that's this is representing Finland. But because of Biafran cause, he quit from active politics. What else that you give to him that he cannot resist? A whole organized nation like Finland. A whole peaceful nation like Finland. A nation that someone don't like anything. He can be the president at any time. He can talk to the prime minister at any time. No corridor of power. Someone cannot step in Finland at any time. But you see, someone I mistake the new Oko condemn. When I look at someone I look at him as an angel.
Angel. But you've not met him one-on-one before.
I have not met him one-on-one, face to face, flesh to flesh.
How you know?
But when looking at him, his policies, his way he's talking, and the boldness in him, whenever he appears in camera, you know, I look at him as an angel. Because the angels of this time cannot corrupt themselves. The angels of Lucifer have corrupt themselves. Now we are in the time of Jesus Christ. The angels are pure. So I look at Simon Ekpa as a pure man. Therefore, the corruption of Babylon, the corruption of Sodom and Gomorrah cannot affect him. Simon Ekpa is a gold, a refined gold that have passed through fire, through so many furnaces, and become a refined gold, become a pure gold that cannot be dent.
So they cannot put dent in him.
They cannot put dent in him. He's just like a Christian water, that cannot be polluted. Therefore, all the whole lobbies and bribing of Nigerian government or whosoever from Nigeria, individual or group of people, cannot have any impact in Simon Ekpa. It cannot have any impact in Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa have read the shoe of nnamdikanu. Because nnamdikanu refused for Nigerian bribe. Are you well, Vice President, amount, house in Dubai, so and so places, because nnamdikanu refused all of them, push all of them aside. Then they decided to kidnap him. That's why they kidnapped nnamdikanu. And Simon Ekpa read the shoe of nnamdikanu. Is it this was the first time they are trying to bribe Simon Ekpa? He said no. Well, if Simon Ekpa will collect, he collect it at initial stage. Not now that God have already finalized the whole thing. God have already finalized the restoration of Biafra. Is it now that Simon Ekpa will back out? Now the whole world have come to his head. Now the whole world are focusing upon him. Now the whole world are listening to him. Is it that Simon Ekpa will back off? Remember, Simon Ekpa said he will not hand mantle of struggling or agitation to the oncoming generation. That this present generation, Biafra government in exile, Simon Ekpa, nnamdikanu will hand over the baton to oncoming generation, baton of freedom, baton of restoration of Biafra, baton of the glory of God in Biafra is what we hand over to the upcoming generation. Then how do you think that he can back out? How much are they going to pay him? But they give him Nigeria president 8 years. That background, that one have gone. Okay, what are you going to give him? Oil well. What oil will belong to him? Oil will belong to the people of Biafra. That you are taking to bribe Biafrans again. These are the sense of a fearful people who don't know their left from their right. Person will come and steal your property, take your property again to bribe you. Person will slap you, finish, collect your property from your hand, and take your property, bribe you again, say, let us do settlement out of court. Settlement out of court. Just like exactly what Nigeria is doing now to Biafra leaders. Okay, come and have all you well. Have this money. Let us not to go to United Nations. Let us not to talk of restoration of Biafra. Take all you well. Take money. Just like that. When you beat somebody finish, offend somebody finish, come and say, okay, let us go out of court, settlement. How much will I give you? Where you are the one that steal that person's property. And money you sold, money you got from that his property is said, you take it to settle him again out of court. What type of settlement is that?
If they give him what he cannot reject, you know.
What do you think that he cannot reject? He's a politician in Finland. I think there's a district is representing Finland. But because of Biafran cause, he quit from active politics. What else that you give to him that he cannot resist? A whole organized nation like Finland. A whole peaceful nation like Finland. A nation that someone don't like anything. They can be the president at any time. They can talk to the prime minister at any time. No corridor of power. Someone cannot step in Finland at any time. But because of Biafran cause, he forsook them. Quit in active politics in Finland. Now you say, what of it they give him, offer him what he cannot resist? What is it? What is he cannot resist? Is it also rock that he cannot resist? What is some money that cannot resist that will come from Nigeria? Is it truth and fairness? Where is that truth and fairness in Nigeria? Is it equal rights? Where is that equal right in Nigeria? Is it freedom of expression? Where is that the freedom of expression in Nigeria? That will make someone to back down and drop Biafra and forsake nnamdikanu and rubbish the glory God has put upon him, the crown of honor God has put upon him. I've sent the angels to put it upon Simon Ekpa. Is it what Simon Ekpa come and rubbish with empty, frustrated, unfulfilled promises of Nigeria? Yeah. Okay, look at it. All the whole Biafrans that are fighting for Nigeria, where are they? All of them come home without nothing. Now, the Southeast governors or politicians have been used and dumped. Now, they are using Akpabio. They are using Akpabio from South. They see that the Igbos in South have separated themselves. Like, not the Woko who come out to speak. Do you know what Okowa is under surveillance now? Because Okowa come out and said, I am Igbo man. I am from Delta State. I am Igbo man. And he support every Igbo cause. This is why the eyes of government now is on Okowa. Do you understand? Now they want to use other ethnic nation in South, like Akpabio, to see if they can make any impact for the delay of Biafra restoration. But Akpabio is already a failure. He's a failure before the starting. He cannot make impact more than DOS. He cannot make impact more than Ifan Yoba. He cannot make any impact more than Ohanes and Igbo. He cannot make any impact more than the late Iwanyang. He cannot make impact more than Uzodinma of Imo State. That is the mean of Imo State. Call himself Uzodinma. He cannot make impact more than him. So Akpabio is a issue, is a dead issue before arrival. You understand? So now they tend to use South. They have Akpabio cannot make any impact against Biafra more than Asidukubo. And where is their impact? He said all of them not a failure. He said all of them not a failure. All of them are failure. So Akpabio, anyway, he will try to make sure he please his master, to collect more bonus, more allowances, and more salary, to deep hand where he's not supposed to deep hand, collect and put to his purse. Nobody probe him. I have to do it. But thank God, I have some Akwa Ibom people who are present in Nigeria, not abroad, that are saying that Akpabio is on his own. That Akpabio being the Senate president, what impact have you done to them in Akwa Ibom? And remember, Akwa Ibom is speaking only, Akwa is saying only Akwa Ibom. He's not saying of Cross River. He's not saying of Bayelsa. He's not saying of rivers, only Akwa Ibom. And remember, they will like to use Akwa Ibom to counterize the good work of Philip Effiong. You know, Philip Effiong started with Biafra until death. So they want to use him again from Akwa Ibom to counterize the good effort of Philip Effiong. But the spirit of Philip Effiong will not allow Akwa Ibom to succeed. The spirit of Philip Effiong will not allow Akwa Ibom to succeed, to trash Biafra down. Akwa Ibom will never succeed. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
They will not succeed. Whatever he does, no, they will not be headway.
They will not be headway. He will still hit the rock. You still hit the rock as others hit the rock and fall back. He will still hit the rock. With his forehead, he will hit the rock and fall back as others fall back.
But why do you think that Akpabio is, consistently, even in the Senate sittings, always consistently talking about Simon Ekpa and the Southeast, as regards Ekpa being the governor of the Southeast? Why do you think that is so pain? They are losing a big money.
You know why? Because all these years, from Uzodinma to nnamdikanu to Simon Ekpa, no period that Biafra is looking straight forward of success than this present time. And that what they have think, if Simon Ekpa and Biafra succeeded today, the money he will be collecting as Senate president and other lootings will come to halt. You understand? Because there's no way again they can exploit oil and gas, mineral resources from Biafra land. And they have think what he will lose from not the next 2 years or 3 years for this first time to clear off. And they have planning again how they will rig in 2027 and end up in 2031 or so. So he was planning now so that in the next election, he will have opportunity to remain as Senate president and continue to be eating, siphoning Biafra mineral resources in the name of one Nigeria. So that's all he's fighting. But he cannot succeed. This is why he's wild to stop Biafra. This is why he's wild against Simon Ekpa. But I thank God, the person is knocking on the door is waiting for him. The person is knocking on this door is waiting for him. Even before his hand, we reach to knock on that door. That hand may cut off by the owner of the house, Simon Ekpa.
But with the Trump, glory be to God, he has finally won the election. And today, here we are. Come December 2nd. Come December 2nd. Come December 2nd.
And what does this bode for, Biafra, December 2? Is it now sacrosanct with Trump, coming in as the president?
Praise God. Listen and listen good. And I am happy. I remember my humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson, Estacy, the only Biafran evangelist who speak the truth and stand for the truth and nothing but the truth, to end by the truth. Now listen and listen good. I am happy that Simon Ekpa followed up, because I am one of the campaigners of Donald Trump here in Nigeria. I say Trump all the way. Nothing will stop him, and glory be to God. Simon Ekpa, the leader of Biafra, the Biafra movement, state, nation, dances, and in support of Donald Trump as well. Today, he dancing because it has finally come to pass. Do you know why? It came to pass because the dark world, the dark people, darkness people, the people of darkness doesn't want the light to shine. And Trump is a man that carried the light, and the president of America stands as the president of the world. And Donald Trump happens today to be the president of the world. Do you know what it would have cost the world if the woman happened to be the president of the world? Go and check the leadership of women in the world at large. Look at what happened in the northern part of Africa. Look at how women have been messing themselves up. Okay, imagine a place where a state whereby Kamara now become the #1 citizen of the world, the one that won the election, Look, for example, now, how do you see her? How do you see that kind of person? What kind of leadership are you expecting? That means the world will be wounded and doomed. And let me tell you another thing. You know, America have a lot of enemies. And the only man who have the charisma to do dialogue and to calm the enmity and the envy and the heaviness of the heart of the enemies of America is somebody that I have imagined now. Finally, glory be to God, Donald Trump. He is the only person that have the legit mindset to meet the president of every nation, and he know how to react with them. People like Putin. You know, Putin is a strong man and he's a stubborn type. So he needs somebody like Donald Trump to go and meet him and rub shoulder as a senior man versus senior man, you know, big boys in the game, in the system. There will be rough man, and the peace will come between Ukraine and Russia. Not just only that, look at Netanyahu too, congratulating Trump. That is to tell you, even Iran, Iran knows that, Oko the over, fire, it done too much. Because Trump is going to come with a heavy fire. And let me tell you, how it's going to benefit not just only the world, it will benefit us that are the Biafrans. Because Donald Trump is a man who believes in the truth. Donald Trump is a man that will not see truth and cover it. Donald Trump is a man who see the light and embrace the light. Donald Trump is a man who always wants freedom of everybody of the world. He's a man of peace because he's a man of the people. Do you see the reason why they intend to assassinate him? Do you know how many times they attempted to assassinate him during the campaign? 3 good times. For you to know that this one, the Lord is with him. Let me tell you this. The second name of Donald Trump today, I give him this name. The Lord is with you. Donald Trump, the Lord is with you. Do you know that America has assassinated so many people in their country because of this? But when it comes to the time of Donald Trump, 3 good times attempt and they all fail. The Lord is with Donald Trump. That is when I knew that nothing will stop Trump from becoming the president of America. God bless you.
Okay, we've seen Donald Trump. You know, I think he said it publicly that you know, the only president that called him during when he was shot during one of one of his campaigns that was Tinubu, that Tinubu called him. So do you think he will support Biafra as regards this? Do you not think he will work more closely with Tinubu and Nigeria government?
Donald Trump is not biased. You cannot bribe him, and you cannot buy him with money. You can't bribe him. You can't trick him. Calling Trump and congratulating him or calling Trump and saying sorry to him will not stop him from doing the needful. Are you getting it? Giving us Biafra doesn't mean that Nigeria, you have killed Nigeria. No, because in Nigeria, Biafran people are not being recognized. Biafran people are not being seen as people. So, giving them their right, I don't see it as any harm to Nigeria, because the people already in Nigeria are not being recognized by the Nigerians. So, them separating shouldn't be an issue. So, Donald Trump will not take because Tinubu give him a call, which anybody can call. Even me now, if I have his phone number, I will call him. And if he has been following my post, I've been saying it is Trump all the way. So, that one is not just, it's a normal thing in life. You can just send a message, a word, and give it to anybody. So that one doesn't have anything to do with what you are going for. Donald Trump remains a man of legacy with a principle.
But we've seen Ekpa severally come out to even in his tweets, and he keeps supporting Trump. But do you think that Trump will pay back in supporting Biafra for December 2nd?
God bless you. God bless you. Even before this interview, are you hearing me? The Biafrans have already in America pushing it, forwarding it in the table of Trump, because they know, we know, we work in the spirit, we operate in the spirit, we don't operate carnal. We are spiritual operators. So when we operate in the spirit, we tell you physically. And that is why I told you people here that the person that will win the election is going to be Trump. The woman will not win the election. I told you people, woman will not rule America. I said it before now, and finally it has emerged. A prophet is not a prophet. A prophet is a man that speaks and it comes to pass. That is a prophet. Now, listen and listen good. As you see Donald Trump, we have already passing a message to his table because we have already seen that he's going to be the president. We already seen him in the realm of the spirit as the president of America. That is why we are pushing our letter that he should allow the Biafran soldiers in America to come and defend their people in Nigeria. Are you hearing me? Which, by the special grace of God, men at work, men at alert, they are coming and they are coming to defend their fatherland, their motherland. They are coming to defend their blood. Are you hearing me? So, Trump will definitely support. Look at his first tenure. Look at the first time he won the election. He ruled America. What happened? When you look at the whole geopolitical things about Israel and Jerusalem, he went through the scriptural aspect of it. He searched the spiritual angle of it. He discovered that truly and genuinely that Jerusalem actually belongs to Israel. What did he do? He gave it to Israel and he made it their capital. Today, Jerusalem is Israeli capital, not Tel Aviv any longer. Are you hearing me? So when he wake up in the office one day and go through it as usual, he see that yes, Nigeria, Biafrans in Nigeria are agitating for their right. Remember that the vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, have already said that the people of the country, of a place, have the right to protest, to fight for their freedom. Is that also? That is what he said. So definitely Trump will wake up one day with it as a statement and the support of that. Definitely Biafra need to go and we must go. It doesn't mean that it's an enmity. It should be something. You know, Obasanjo have said it before. Let's do this in a peaceful way so that we can relate to one another again, so that there will be no enmity. But probably Nigeria doesn't want it. Then whichever way they want it, no wahala.
So do you see out of do you see that? Do you see, Trump alongside Samuel Ekpa finally raising that flag?
Why not?
Charlie,
why not? If not,
a second.
Before Trump emerged as the president, Simon Ekpa has already pressed the button and a date has already been fixed. Are you getting it? So definitely, see, Donald Trump is not a biased president. He's not a biased man. He's a man of open-minded. He's a man that likes following the truth the way it is. So he didn't win election. He didn't win election will not stop us from announcing and raising up the flag of Biafra comes December 2nd. But with the Trump, glory be to God, he has finally won the election. And today, here we are. Come December 2nd, the declaration of Biafran nation, with their flag being raised, is going to be raised. And glory will go to God Almighty.
2027, should the Southeast not come out and say no, enough is enough? Because the Northern are wanting to take back their position.
No. See, the Northerners are behaving as if they are born actually to rule Nigeria. They are, if you ask me, they are archaic people. Those are people whose thinking is still low. I mean, they have low thinking ability. Because they don't come to destroy properties, accusing Tinubu or Southwest of betray you. Betray you as how? If you ask yourself, how was Nigeria when Buhari from North was Nigerian president? I don't know if you understand. Everything was like this. It is a continuation of where Buhari stopped. Nothing changes. It is the same Nigeria. We are still stagnated economically, socially, and otherwise. We are not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, Tinubu is Buhari. Do you understand me? As a matter of fact, Tinubu is Buhari. And moreover, Buhari is Tinubu. So they are all together, interwoven, the same regime, the same economy, the same dilapidated infrastructure, the same lack of employment. So nothing is different between Buhari and Tinubu. So if North is rioting over this administration, why didn't North riot even a single day during Buhari regime? You find out that this North, they are thinking as if they lost North in their brain. Actually, they have lost North in their various brains. Look at the northern elite today. Why is it that we have mostly almajiris, children out of school, children that are, handicapped only in the north? Are we not the same Nigeria that came to be or came into being in 1914? Are we different from the north? It is the same Nigeria. So nobody out of north and south should be thinking that they have upper hand over each other. It is a general thing. It is a secular country. So the north should go and sit down and keep quiet. They always speak and reason from the anus. It has actually indicated that they don't have formal education there. Look at parasites fighting people that are feeding them, like since inception of the country. Our independence was in 1960. What is it that North has done for Nigeria? The allocation of Lagos State and River State is what they used to pay salaries in the North. The North should keep quiet. They should keep quiet. This over-religious attitude of theirs is getting out of hand. Why shouting and talking about birthright, that they are taking what is theirs? Is it not democracy? You take it by election. It is by choice of the people. Yes, it is by choice. You don't take it by force. Taking it by force has actually defined you the most, at least, let me say, degraded human beings on earth. Could you take it by force? Is it your birthright? Is it not by electioneering process that could determine who will be president and who will not be? I think it is the right time we leave North to go be on their own. We are tired of this kind of tribal bigotry and religious divisiveness. So that they should go. Instead of saying they should take what is there, they should say not to should. So it is the right time we be on our own. Not to start what? Bargaining right now. What it will cost them to be on their own. Not taking back what is theirs. What is it that is theirs? The political leadership of the country. Before Uncle, since 1960 to date, was it not only North? North, how many years? And today, no school there, no hospital, no development. Today, we see all manners of terrorist groups in the northern Nigeria. Bandits everywhere. Herdsmen terrorism. Boko Haram terror group. What are we saying? Everything about vices. Everything about hostilities, enmities, cruelties is what the North is coming out with. They have nothing to offer in Nigeria. They are parasites. They should close their mouth. Yes, not to tight up their mouth.
At least, should they know, at least, since they are angry with the Yoruba,
angry with Yoruba for what? What did the Yoruba do?
Should they not join forces with the Igbos?
Buhari was there for 9 years. What is it that North has achieved? 8 years. What is it? Illiteracy of the highest order. Poverty of the highest order. Illiteracy, that is lack of education. They can't write, they can't read. All they know is Quranic education, Islamic ideology. Okay? North has gone too far to destroy that region by themselves using Arabic and Islamic ideology.